Sunny afternoon to you guys. It's your friendly Rob Jones, rockstar, superhero, podcast creator, general madman, trying not to be as big a narcissist as I've been in the past. I got my brother's glasses on today. One of the gifts he left behind for me when he passed away in January. I am not being facetious about that. It's one of those weird things that's a blessing. I have always lost my sunglasses, so the fact that Mike had an extra pair in his car was pretty cool. So, as most of you know, I have a 7 o'clock Zoom call scheduled for all of us to jump on. And I'm sure, as is the case with all Zoom calls and everything else that has to do with technology, inevitably, a lot of us will have problems getting online tonight, or we'll have a password issue or something else. As far as I can tell, we don't have anything wonky happening, so it should be pretty easy for us to get on and enjoy time together. I definitely want to encourage you to watch that video about Stephen Reed. It's a little long, yes, but boy, does it end well. It's definitely part of my experience and process. And so the things that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight are really built around the idea that tragedy can create extraordinary miracles. Okay? So that's really what tonight is about. And I want to encourage you to be there. As far as today is concerned, as far as right now, I'm always seeking new ideas and thoughts and concepts. And for those of you who don't know, in the past I've been a business coach, primarily focused around real estate and finance. And I enjoyed that a lot, but honestly, I wasn't as good at it as I wanted to be. So, needless to say, I kind of gave that up a few years ago. This Radical Calling group has, radically changed how I think about that and how I want to apply that. So I'm going to kind of revamp a few things, as it were. Oops. Sorry, I'm still getting used to my gimbal here. Anyways, I wanted to talk about something that unintentionally frustrates me. and it might to you as well. I really like specificity. And granted, I'm probably insanely guilty of being non-specific about things because my brain does this thing where it says, you understand what I'm thinking about. You've just got to be reading my mind, right? And that's unfair. So, as an example for tonight's Zoom call, I have a nice pile of notes to read off of and to keep me on track as we inevitably drift around in our conversations. But for today, I wanted to just talk briefly about specificity in how prayer works. If we believe God exists, and if we believe all the things in the Bible are true, then it would come as no surprise that God is omniscient, all-powerful, all everything, right? So therefore, he can read my mind. He knows which Steve I'm talking about when I'm praying about Steve, etc., etc. But humans, man, we need specificity. We need to know what somebody needs and means and feels. And I can appreciate good intention. I'm loaded with good intention, but that doesn't change the fact that there are many times when you guys just don't know what I'm getting at. And this is not a slam on anybody, so I want to make it very clear. This is just me loving on you. But for example, I was on a call this morning at 9:30 with a company that I deeply treasure based out of Southern California. They deal in the construction business and they're really great. These guys are just hardcore for each other and for the Lord, and they're very successful, and it's really awesome, and I love to see it. And when we get on calls, they ask for specifics. They say, okay, Rob, what are you seeking on the call today? And I might tell them, hey, I want to be better at Bible study, right? But, if somebody calls up and says, hey, I really want to just talk about, I just pray for, well, okay, that's cool. And again, God knows and all that other stuff. But I really, truly, truly believe that God loves an unselfish prayer. Meaning, if you're praying for me right now, and I appreciate that you are, because I'm assuming some of you are, or hoping some of you are, that it would be specific. So when we talk to each other, when we reach out to each other, when we love on each other, let's do our best to be specific about where we're at, what our needs are, exactly what's going in our lives. The more transparency, the better. I mean, the word transparent means to see through, right? To be completely clear, nothing opaque. Okay? Transparent, see through, see through, see through, see through. Well, I can't see through you if you don't tell me what's going on. So, my selfishness says, tell me more. Tell me more. Oops, there goes that gimbal again. Tell me more, and I will do my best to lift you up in a very specific way. So that is my focus. That is my hope. That's all I wanted to say today. Don't call me up and tell me God's got a big plan for me. Tell me what it is you heard. Because the problem with ambiguity, at least to humans, is anybody can say anything that sounds good, but if it's not specific, it doesn't have much meaning. It just doesn't. Somebody calls me up and tells me, hey, my life's going to be great today. Okay, what are you, a street side prophet? Did you read Dear Abby today? Where did you get your information? Okay, so just be specific. That's all I ask. It's not a pick on anybody. It's just really common in the Christian community to talk as though we are somehow getting the inside scoop on things, but when we don't have specificity to share with the person we're supposed to share the inside scoop with, it sounds like a bunch of crap. That might anger or harm you or hurt your feelings, and I'm sorry, but it's true. If you don't have specifics, you didn't hear anything from God, because he's going to speak into you very specifically, because he knows you want to take it and turn it into what you want to turn it into. That's what we do. I got a whole bunch of money today. God loves me. Okay. Probably true that he loves you, but I don't know if it's because you got a whole bunch of money. So, you get what I'm saying? All right, guys. Look, you have an awesome day. I can see I only have one of you watching right now, which means I've really made you mad. So, with that, I look forward to seeing you guys tonight. Love you all very much. And if I can figure out how to shut this thing off while I'm walking, that would be awesome. All right, see ya. Bye-bye.